Hey, Unpaid Lunch listeners, you can find us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and ad-free as a Prime member on Amazon Music. Find us on social medias and YouTube at Unpaid Lunch. On your break today, Monroe's in studio to help us remember what it's like to work the Hoot Owl. Night shift is what we're talking about, and Andy P is excited for Celebrity Deathmatch. All right, time to clock out for lunch. Welcome into Unpaid Lunch, and thank you for spending your break with us. I'm Heavy D. With me in this episode is Andy P.
Hey.
Andy P's here, obviously, always. And Monroe's filling in for Rhino.
Hey.
Because Rhino's out sick. He worked sick during the Lunchy Awards. He was like standing up and hurting. He just couldn't do it today. I knew he couldn't.
Couldn't make it.
Couldn't fucking make it.
It's fine.
You can play hurt, but you can't play injured. Right, Monroe?
Oh, our baby.
Is he on the 10-day? I'm not paying him. I feel like somebody has to pay him for that. He would probably take advantage of that. I think he'd be on the hour. He'll be back next week. It's fun. So night shift. Did I do the intro?
Man, I don't remember.
I think I did.
Yeah.
We got through it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's not convincing. So night shift. We've all worked night shift. I think most people who've started out, like I think a lot of people's first job was probably fucking like night shift or at least worked some night shift. I know what that was for me.
Yeah.
Midnights at a gas station.
Yeah,
Couple of
midnights
years.
at a gas station. That's wild. And then
At the hospital, though, it's like 6 to 6:30, 12-hour shifts.
yeah, I called Monroe in because there's nobody I'd rather talk to about working night shift than Monroe.
Man, it is what it is. But like, most people don't like it. I do, though.
I know you enjoy it and thrive in it. I think like if you can deal with, I can't fucking do it. No,
You have to be built different for it, man.
yeah,
Like, I've never been able to sleep, so it just always fit.
That's
yeah. I guess so. What's it make? You might as well make money.
Yeah,
You're not
right.
gonna do it.
But it's not much for us.
Oh man, I don't know. Like I worked for at least 2 years of me working at the gas station was night shift. How long did you work?
right at 2 years. Year and a
Yeah.
half, maybe 2 years before I left there, but I was on night shift the entire time.
Yeah, you worked a fucking while. Yeah, man, it's so different working night shift. Like people who work night shift are different, and like being around them, like there's so many things I was thinking about that night shift is so different than day shift because like, so the first thing that comes to mind is being able to sleep anywhere. Like when you work on night shift, like you're just asleep during the day
Absolutely.
all the time, wherever you're at.
I've got 45 minutes, and that's a cozy looking corner there. And
Yeah.
I'm going to go pass the fuck out.
Pull my hat down over my eyes, I'm out.
Yeah, just fucking sitting there at a ball game, like halftime, pull your hat down, fall asleep.
Buzzer wakes you up.
I swear I could sleep. I slept so many places so good. There's no better sleep than when you get home after work.
Once you fall asleep.
Once you fall asleep, once you can fall asleep for the day, that sleep's solid.
It is.
For an
How
hour.
important of a role do blackout curtains play in your life?
That's like number one.
Yeah.
It has to be dark. If there's
First
any
thing you
light
buy.
coming through, I'm up.
It's such a weird thing that you have to go for, but you have to have it.
You have to.
You know, either a room with no windows or complete blackout curtains.
Yeah.
You have to completely psychologically trick your body
Yeah.
to manage.
What's
I'm
that?
sure it's great for you.
There's like what is that disease that you can get? Or it's not. I don't think it's a disease. It's a disorder. A disorder you can get where like it throws off your sleep cycle or whatever. Where you think day is not as day. Blind people suffer from it a lot. I think night shifters are the same way.
Yeah, I feel that.
What is day and what is not. You also eat different than everybody else does.
Yeah, my first meal is usually at midnight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your first meal the whole day.
The whole day.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
at
only
midnight.
meal, really.
We used to go. That was my favorite thing was going to Huddle House, man. We used to fucking go. I'd work all night and then get off work and like the whole crew would like come hang out all fucking night. Like 3 to 6. Like everybody'd be just fucking hanging out at the gas station. And we'd leave in the morning and go to Huddle House in Wise and eat and fucking just pig out there and then go back home and go to bed.
So I looked up my first meal of the day. Came in whenever had an awesome older lady that came in about 3:45ish to start cooking breakfast. Shout out Barb.
Fuck yeah,
Man,
Barb.
She would be throwing down on that breakfast griddle, and I'd get her to make me a good cheeseburger. You know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, or something. You know.
Oh man.
It's cool.
Yeah, and that's what makes you sleep during the day. Is just fucking go home and like you eat a huge meal at 7 a.m.
Here at night, though, you have to eat either before 10 o'clock to get good food like pizza or somewhere good.
Yeah.
Or you can choose that midnight, 1 o'clock and get Taco Bell or Wendy's.
When you work at a gas station, everything in front of you is edible. So it's just hell.
We get the leftovers. We get leftovers all the time.
I was gonna say you all got. Is that restaurant open?
Which one?
Isn't there a restaurant in
Oh, there's a grill in the hospital that stays open all night.
all night long?
Yeah.
That's something at least. I think my like 2 a.m. lunch most of the time was probably a bag of chips and a beef stick. Like most of the time, that's just what it was. Then we started making pizza rolls, and I was the one that fucking made the pizza rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I was just like, I'm gonna have a pizza roll at 5 a.m. That's when.
Always the one putting the first pan in.
Yeah, what time I'm gonna be hungry is what time the pizza rolls are gonna be out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care about them. Obviously, I'm just there for the pizza rolls. And you work? What do you work? How many do you work straight?
I work 5 straight.
You work 5 straight night shifts. No, man, fucking off that. Nope. That's tough. Oh, that 5th one's rough, right?
It's the worst. Like come midnight, struggle bus.
It's funny because you don't really have a day off after that.
No,
right? Because you get home at like what 8 or something, 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
and then stay up a little bit because you're not going to be going to work that night. So you stay up a little bit and then go to sleep in the middle of the day, and you sleep the whole day away.
Yeah.
And your first day off,
usually it's not a day off.
Your first day off is completely gone.
Yeah.
When you're on night shift. Yeah, I think you're just not expected to sleep when you work night shifts.
No. People will get mad at you when you try to sleep on night shift.
Well, it's the only way to make money at the gas station. Right, you get a 50-cent shift diff or something, right?
50?
Is it not 50? It's probably a quarter. 10 cents.
I can't remember. Honestly, it's been so long ago.
Get this.
I think it might have been 50.
My night shift diff at the hospital, 63 cents.
Oh.
Nurses, $4 or $5.
I would revolt.
Can't do nothing about it.
Pitchforks.
That's pretty bad.
Torches.
No union.
No.
Every bit of it.
Yeah. Don't get fired.
True.
Yeah, when you're on night shift, you and then you like come off of it and you're supposed to work day shift jobs. They shouldn't count that first. They shouldn't count that first 2 weeks.
No.
Like, because I'm going to be useless to you the first few hours of the shift. I'm not going to be able to do work from 8 a.m. to noon.
You're not going to be real human.
Yeah, I work night shifts. I went straight from working night shifts to working 8 a.m. to 4. And I was like, I can't even put that together.
How many times did you just stay up and just go to work?
Oh, that's definitely the first week.
Yeah.
Just stayed up all fucking night because there's no way I could go to sleep anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't sleep now at night. I can work night shift now.
Yeah.
No, I've done stuff like work a double, working like a retail job or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Work through the night, or I've like volunteered for like 2 weeks at a time working night shift, and it's not so bad, but to do it consistently like that, there's no fucking way. I'd go insane.
And what's funny
in a padded room.
Yeah. At the gas station is like if there's a midnight guy, it's like a dedicated midnight guy, and that's the midnight guy.
Yeah, he's the one.
That's what they do. Man, so many of them just don't show up. I had a midnight guy that just wouldn't show up when I was at the gas station in Irvine. And
I think when I worked there, I was literally the closest
Yeah.
employee. I was like within
You got called no matter what.
4 minutes. Yeah, there was no weather emergency that could happen that I had an excuse for.
Yeah.
So,
Ugh. Yeah, that's the proximity is terrible. Yeah, my boss lived across the street from the gas station. Mine. It was like, that's terrible proximity. You don't want to live that close to work.
No.
never.
Fucks you up.
I live in work now. It's fine.
I guess that's the night shift though. Is like you live there. You live there anyway.
True.
That's where you're at all night long.
And most people think like on that shift, you don't really do anything. It's easy nights most of the time, but every now and then, everything goes to hell.
Yeah, because and there's no help.
And there's no help.
There's no help because it's fucking 4 a.m.
Yeah, we work with less people most of the time.
Man, we do shit like when the races would let out, like when there was dirt track races here in the county all the fucking time, every Friday night or whatever, right? And we work midnights and the races wouldn't let out. Well, races let out like 1 a.m. So like 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, you'd get like fucking 30 cars and you got a store full of people and you've already mopped the floor and like did everything. And
it's just you.
And it's just you.
Yep.
But I guess that brings me on to the other topic that one of the advantages of working night shift, and it's obviously always the advantage, right, is there's no bosses.
Nobody looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
If you can get lucky, I would work midnight to 6 for a really long stint.
Yeah.
And then they would switch my schedule up and I would work midnight to 8 or something. And damn it if the managers didn't come in at 7. And I would like be so lucky for so long to get out before I saw anybody.
So I think that's on purpose, like to see you in the fucking morning.
That's the only way we see you.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah, you guys are over it, right?
Yeah.
And they see the worst version of you. If you see me at 8 a.m., that's the worst version of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, your coolers are stocked. And it's like, did you mop? Yeah, I fucking mopped 4 hours ago.
They'll come in. How'd everything go? Everything good? We just sit there and stare at them. Nobody talks.
No.
Like, okay. We're going to let you go. See y'all. Y'all have some good days off.
It was a long night. It's super
Nobody
fucking
says
tired.
a word to them.
Yeah, and if you do have a boss on night shift, though,
They're usually chill.
yeah, they're cool as fuck. Like, night shift bosses are different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, working with a boss it's not even like really working with a boss at all. When you get to work with I had an assistant manager who worked with me at Irvine too all the time.
Yeah.
When I was on night shift there. Is that the only place I worked night shift? I closed some places, but didn't work night shift.
Yeah, I closed at fucking Walmart for a really long
Oh, yeah.
time. Yeah.
Did you work overnights? You didn't work overnights anywhere at Walmart, did you?
Not consistently, but I did it like, I think the longest I did it was like a month or two. And then I'd do it for like a week or two at a time whenever they needed people.
I don't know if
They offered overtime, I might work a double or some bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know if Rhino was here. I'm pretty sure he worked. Did he work overnights at Walmart?
Yeah, I think he said something about stocking.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I thought he worked overnight. That shit's different, right?
Yeah.
That not stocking at Walmart's like headphones, grinding, throwing stuff on shelves. It's like factory work, right?
Yeah, it's mindless. It's fun though. I mean,
Yeah, it's
you get
cool.
Lost in it.
Well, like I kind of think when I'm at when I'm at a super Walmart and at night and I see like the stalkers, I'm like, I kind of envy it, like because what I do for a living is I talk to people all fucking day, right? It's all I do is talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, what I do is talk to people.
So to be like efficient at that job, you have to reduce the amount of shits and fucks that you give and have.
Yeah, dude.
Because like that's just you don't have time for anything else. It's work through as many pallets as you
Most
can.
of the employee of the months and shit are not stalkers, like people who are just fucking breaking shit up.
And really like, and I'm sure it's like this everywhere, and it always has been, or most places anyway. Dude, night shift catches so much shit for everything.
Oh, dude.
No matter what it
Yes.
is, fucking
It's always on them.
Well, it's because you're not there,
yeah, exactly.
right? It's
Never
because you're
there
not.
to defend
It's
yourself.
because you're not there to defend yourself.
Walmart is the world's worst for that.
Yeah.
Oh, this fucking night. Look at this. I can't believe they stocked it like this. Can you believe they left it like this? What the hell? And they work their fucking guts out. They're the hardest working people in the store. They're the ones that do everything. We're like,
It's
"Oh,
like,
fuck
yeah.
them."
Yeah, I'd stock shelves 3 times and mop, and it's like at 2 o'clock in the day, people be like, "What's fucked up? Oh, he didn't fucking mop earlier. That's what happened." And then, I mean, I'm probably guilty of doing that myself. I blame it on the midnight person, like 2 o'clock in the day. I'm like, "No, it wasn't me.
Right.
Mike didn't mop." That's what happened.
Just left it like that, asshole.
I know the hospitals are the worst for that.
Yes,
literally the
absolutely.
worst, right? Because they're like, people literally blame you for shit that's like major shit.
Yeah, like missed patients that come in.
Yeah.
We get orders, we'll get blamed because we didn't do it. That order's coming in at 12, 1 o'clock during the day. So
Yeah, and call you lazy.
how are we supposed to know that was there?
Yeah. My wife worked night shift for a long time. Overnight's nurse.
Yeah.
And that was miserable. Because it's the same shit. Like you have there's emergencies at fucking 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, like huge emergency at 3:30 in the
That's
morning.
usually when it goes down. It's about 3:30.
And you know how many doctors are awake at 3:30 in the morning? None of them. There ain't none. They're not there. Which is, I mean, I guess, I don't know. There's probably like an ER doctor. I don't know.
They're there, but, you know.
Not really.
They'd rather not be doing anything. That's ER, ICU, anything.
Yeah, and everybody just thinks on night shift that you're just sitting all the time. No.
I feel like that's when most people try to die.
Yeah,
At the hospital.
It's 3 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, but stuff shouldn't happen to people when there's a million people around taking care of them all day long. Like, when you're limited staff. Did you ever work overnights with somebody? Like in the store? It was just one. It was just you.
At the gas station.
Yeah.
Like, man, maybe 1 or 2 nights a week.
Like training.
Maybe. Yeah, for training for a little while.
That shit sucks when you're training somebody on midnight because then you got to pretend like you do all this shit really hard all the time so they don't fuck up.
Man, I looked up my midnight. She was cool as hell. Shout out Lula, man. She was super
Yeah.
real. She worked, but she was also like, hey, man, you also have to deal with some fucking assholes.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're going to have to.
So I was talking to somebody the other day about the time before prepay.
Yeah.
Like that was a world that we lived in, was you could just get gas. Remember that?
I
You remember that
that.
world?
That was the
You
best.
just pull up and get gas and you could go in and pay for it. And that was fucking wild. Like the concept now to me is crazy that you could just you could just do it. And drive offs were,
They was minimum.
yeah, it's like it didn't happen as much as you think it would.
It came off the tail end of like,
The price gouging shit.
well, not just that, but you had people that used to pump your gas for you.
Oh,
too.
right,
So
that's
it
why.
wasn't even a thing. So
Yeah.
like, there was this brief moment of like, we're going to give you guys responsibility. We're like, fuck you.
Yeah, it turns out don't let us be responsible. There's still a gas station around here that does that. There's still one.
Really?
The one in Awesome.
I'd go there every time just to be an asshole.
The one in Awesome. Yeah, you go all the way to Awesome to get gas.
No.
So I can drive 20
I
miles.
mean, if I was going through there, you know.
I think you could just hang out at one of the gas stations here, and like I think people would tip you if you just pump their gas.
You could absolutely make money.
He's like,
around
I'll
here
pump your
doing that.
gas. I'll pump your gas for $2.
Yeah.
I'd probably do it. It's just like, I don't get out of the fucking car and do it.
Around here, if I saw somebody doing that at a gas station, I would immediately think they were either on drugs or receiving drugs for doing what they were doing. So I wouldn't do it.
Well, they probably are. I think it's the same thing.
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Hanging out, you know. But
Well, it's somebody's hand. Yeah, I don't. I can't imagine working at like a 24-hour restaurant because I think like that'd be the wildest possible. Like people, like hospitals, pretty rough. Gas stations, pretty fucking weird. But like 24-hour restaurants, the people that eat at 3:30 in the morning,
Different breed.
different people, right? Or partiers.
Yeah.
I guess if it's the weekend though, that's a different thing.
and I've had people come in drunk before and like right after Barb would start cooking breakfast.
Yeah.
And like literally wander into the kitchen and I would have to go back
Just
and
fucking-
like drag them out, man. Like, and I'm be like, literally, if you don't leave now, I'm going to have to call and wake up some fucking cop. They're going to be really mad.
Yeah, man. When
It'll
I
take
was
them like half an hour to get here. It's going to be, it's
yeah.
way more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, I have so like I know there's a ton of stories, yeah, but one story in particular that I have is so there's this fucking dude that and I still remember like when I see him because he was definitely on drugs and like I see him now, I know he's sober. Like I talked to him and shit. I just don't know if he remembers this happening, but he like pumped. Yeah, it was a drive off, right?
Mm-hmm.
He fucking pumped. I turned the pump on for him, and I really shouldn't have because he's fucking sketchy anyway. Like I turned the pump on for him, and it ran to like 80 or some shit, and he come in and he was trashed and was like, I only wanted 40. And I was like, all right, you pumped 80. He was like, well, I only wanted 40. I needed to stop on 40. I'm not paying for the other 40. And look, he literally put it in the fucking, it was like a truck and a trailer. And he was like, you put it in. I was like, you got to pay for the other 40. And he just, the way he reacted to it was so weird. Like, he stood there forever. He never left, but he wasn't going to pay for it. So it was just the weirdest situation. Like I had to fucking call my boss, and she was on Ambien. So she was like, she fucking like stumbled over into the store and was like fucking just super fucked up, like trying to situate everything, like making sure he works out. I don't know if he paid or not. I don't remember if he paid or not. And then
there's just somebody out there with a siphon getting the gas out of his truck while he's in there.
Yeah, and that's a partier, right? So that's one of the partiers. But then there was these other ones that came in that were, there's people who aren't trashed. Like, and I remember forever what this guy said. It was two dudes, and and there was a girl in the car, and she didn't come in. Like, the guys used the bathroom and shit, and then they come to the counter, they both had something, and was like, he's like, let's put it on the counter, I'll get it for you. And he put it up on the counter, and I was like, and I said, no, that's a real friend. And he said, no, a real friend let you fuck his wife. And I was like, what? And then he looked at him with this look like he knew what he was talking about. You know what I mean? Like fucking like it. And he was like, don't fucking start. And then I was like,
that's a conversation they've had before.
Yeah, what is the dynamic? What is it like? Is he just trying to fuck his wife over and over and he just won't let him?
I've seen some crazy shit, man. I don't know if I've necessarily told it before, but the gentleman and the lady arguing, like right at 4:00 in the morning. My coal miners had just started coming in for breakfast to get their coffee and everything.
Yeah,
starting to get a little busy. And there's this, real upstanding couple just fucking going at it, yelling at each other across aisles. It's like a 15-foot wide store.
And meanwhile, you got 3 people in line and 4 people on the
So
pumps.
I literally tell them, like, hey guys, I got customers in here. You got to take it outside. I can't fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
So he leaves. She stays in, still shopping and shit. And I get a customer that comes in. He's like, I don't know who pissed this guy off, but he is staring in the window of this building right now. And I look out, and the dude just standing at the end of his car, just this bewildered look on his face, looking straight into the window at me. And I'm like, great, this is fucking cool. All right, so a couple customers leave. We got 1 or 2 more left. The guy comes back inside, and I see him out of the corner of my eye, and what I thought I saw was his shirt up, and he was scratching his stomach. It's just, whatever. Just a scummy dude doing a weird thing, whatever. So when I look over and catch more detail, he has an open pocket knife, and he's trying to cut his stomach
What the
open.
fuck?
So I go, dude, stop. I said, I am not going to clean up after you. Go the fuck outside. He goes outside, and I go to one of the customers. I was like, hey, man, this guy's got a knife. If you don't care, please call the cops. Because if he sees me go for the phone, I don't know what he's going to do. And he just kind of looked at me. He was like, man, what? I was like, the dude that you came to me and said is staring in the window.
Has a blade.
He
Call the police.
Just call the cops for me while I keep him occupied.
That request was too complicated.
Yeah, he didn't call the cops. So the guy leaves. The couple leave. I'm just assuming they're going to come back. I'm assuming the cops are going to be of no help. My customer is going to be of no help. So at this,
You're going to get stabbed.
Yeah. So I think I grabbed like a broom handle or something and just sat
yeah,
it behind
sure.
the counter because I was like, well, if he comes back, I guess I'll just slap his teeth out before he can get to me.
Monroe fucked the mic up. Punched the mic, Monroe. Yeah, I think I've heard that story before, but I don't think I heard it in that detail.
Yeah, man. So maybe a year or 2 later, this guy was on bath salts when it happened. It came
Oh
out.
yeah,
So,
those were fun times.
a
Remember
year or
that?
two later, man.
I remember
think
those.
he ended up
Not like we
getting,
didn't remember.
Like the cop shot him to death or something up on the hill.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
across the
Okay.
road. Yeah. So yeah. And that was that night. So eventually the cops did come that morning and were looking for him and stuff. And it was
Sure.
like it was a thing. But
It's not the same guy that covered himself in peanut butter in the grocery store.
no, but probably the same family if I had to guess.
Man, just in case everybody don't know, there's a story about our hometown that a dude on bath salts broke into the local grocery store, covered himself in peanut butter, and like he didn't do anything else, right? Just covered himself in peanut butter and like ran around the store.
He was in the office, right? When the guy comes into work, he sees the grocery store just tore all to hell. I know the cop that arrested the guy, so the store is tore all to hell. So the manager goes into his office, and there he's sitting naked.
That guy probably worked night shift.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, if you had somebody working night shift, that wouldn't have happened. I guess it would have happened, but
Hey, man.
well, that's my point. That people, strange fucking people, come out at night. The strangest people come out at night.
Yeah, they do.
Right? I know you have like the weirdest stories.
It's awful.
Yeah.
We had a cop bring in this one the other night. Comes in. She's fine talking to the cop and everything. She says, "I'm going to take you to jail." The cop does. Fakes and starts seizing
Oh, sure.
everything.
Suddenly she had a seizure.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to jail. Oh, why? I'm going to have a seizure.
Bring her in. We could check her out. She's faking all of it. Cop was pissed.
Did he shake her? What do you do?
Yeah, absolutely. We all shook her. And
You think fucking got a seizure. She's fine. You should do something that would just make her definitely come out of it any other time. Ooh, you know what to do? Milk her mouse. Like the little finger, squeeze the end of her finger. Can't stop that.
No.
That's the only way to really
we like
test.
the sternal rub. Like,
Oh, yeah, fuck no.
right
Just
there.
the thought of that hurts me. Don't even.
You can't fake that.
No, that hurts.
She's right here.
Never talk about that again. I'm off that.
I almost hit you from over here.
No, I'm so
You
mad
touched
about
me.
it. No, I can't even think about it now. I'm going to keep my hand over
I
this.
shouldn't say those two words ever again in my presence.
That's awful that you do that. You're a terrible person. I can't even come off that now. How awful that is.
When somebody don't react, you better get somebody.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing, is just strange people. And I never seen like, oh man, if you have no idea how many drugs are dealt in gas station parking lots. I promise, how much ever you think it is, it's more.
Absolutely.
I know for a fact that there are guys that I worked at this gas station in 2012, 2011, that kind of area.
Yeah.
They are still pushing out of the same
gas
gas station parking lot to this day. I've seen them. I saw one getting shut down by the cops the other day.
I actually like him. Pretty good dude.
There's a couple, but the one you're talking about, he's all right. He talks a lot, but he's all right.
Yeah.
But
I've never worked at a gas station. I've known them all too. You can sit there and watch them.
Yeah, but you're a night shifter, so you know.
That's true. You know who's there at that time.
and you go to gas stations when night shifters are working at them.
Yep.
Like you go at 7 a.m. and you go at
3 a.m.
Yeah, it's the only
2
time you go to gas stations. So like the midnight guy.
Yep.
And the midnight guys know each other. Fucking just calling and talking to each other all the time. Hey, this dude's fucking probably gonna head that way. And
we would have them come in, they would have pill dust, right, in their nostril, and you would just know that they were just they were just rolling. Their night was just starting.
Yeah.
And this one specific, he was there all the time, dealing out of the parking lot, and I would call the cops. They would come. He'd be gone. They'd do their cat and mouse thing for a little while.
Yeah.
Nothing would ever happen. So he comes in one day, and he's paying for some bullshit, and he pulls out a lot of money in his pocket, and there's pills in it. And he goes, "Man, I'm glad you saw him and mother assholes and call the cops." And I was like, "Dude, I call the cops on you all the time. What are you talking about?"
I am gonna call the cops.
That is me. Yes, this is factual.
Did he offer you one?
No.
I got offered so I got offered hard drugs often. Like nobody offers easy drugs. No, but people all the time just like do that same shit, like pull some money out and there's 2 pills in their hands, like, "You want one of these?" I'm like, "No, I don't fucking want one of your random pain pills that are chilling in your jean pocket."
What's the point?
Yeah, A, I don't do pills, and B, if I did pills, I probably wouldn't do it out of your pocket.
Definitely.
I don't know. I guess.
And you get the money that was like just freshly rolled up and
they hand
just
it to
covered
you.
in dust. Of some
Literally.
The one that keeps that form.
They go from their car to the bathroom, right? Mm-hmm. From the bathroom to the Red Bull counter, or to the Red Bull cooler, to the counter, right?
Yep.
Just, and hand you 20 on put 4. and they hand you a $20 bill.
My allergies are killing me.
Yeah, and they hand you,
Same thing.
it's fucking allergies. Pollen's bad out there, ain't it? I was like, no, man, it's 22 degrees.
It's winter time.
Yeah, pollen's not terrible. But that was my whole like the strangest people come out. But you know, I say that night shifters work harder than people think they do.
Sometimes we don't.
But
I actively tried to not.
I also want to bring up that I probably played more card games and board games on night shift.
Oh yeah.
You held complete magic tournaments.
Yeah, we had like 3-4 tables going. It's fine.
Dude, I swear to God, Monroe, they had complete magic tournaments. Shout out Paul Couch.
Yeah. Yeah, you got me into it. Yeah, for
Complete.
sure.
And David, right?
David.
And Jordan,
oh,
yeah. Complete fucking tournaments.
David Anderson came down.
Oh yeah. Shout out David Anderson. I was trying to get him on for. I mean, we can touch more of this stuff if we have when we have the Clerks episode.
Yeah, you know, I drive by him like 6 times a day.
Yeah, well, he's not like he has 12 kids or something, and
Yeah, he's honestly like not even the thing. He's a really good dad. I'm just going to throw
Oh,
that out.
yeah.
I see him doing dadly shit
Yeah,
all the
he
time.
does.
And I'm like, damn, look.
yeah, I'm very
Good on
proud
you.
of him.
Good on you, man.
Very proud of
For
him.
real.
He's a total shithead.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I love him. He's one of my favorite people on
He's very
earth.
awesome. It's awesome.
We're gonna have him on for the Clerks episode, and that's why I've been pushing that episode back, is because like he's who I want to have on for it, because he's been there a million times, and he vibe with us, and like we all work together kind of at different gas stations, so like that's who I want to have on. But he's hilarious and works. He'll be great for that episode. But I knew he was there with you and fucking, and we played Magic, and we played like poker every night. Like my brother came by and we played chess. Like, man, and when they put Arby's in, the Arby's workers would come in at like 3 a.m. to make biscuits and shit.
Yeah.
They're fucking wild. They're fucking wild, dude. They'd be trashed. No joke. Guy that's their kid is on some teams with my son and my daughter in Little League. But he used to come in Arby's like 3 a.m. and he was completely trashed and starting the morning shift. Everybody's fucking drunk that made your food at Arby's in the mornings. I just want everybody to know. Or stoned. So yeah, we weren't doing anything. We done everything and nothing at all.
Yeah, we're absolutely the reason the store is fucked up all the time.
I don't want to admit that I've been in that closet with someone I'm married to
Yeah.
on night shift, but I will.
Yeah, hey, you know.
Yeah, so that felt like that was common. She was there all the time too. It was just fucking hanging out. People hanging out in the office.
Yeah.
So unsafe.
You know, man, there. Yeah.
Yeah. We are like clerks. We're a gas station married couple. And she hated me though. I first started there. Because I was night shift. That's why she hated me, because I was the fucking midnight guy and she was the morning person.
Absolutely.
That's why she fucking hated me when I started.
You're natural enemies from the
Yeah.
get-go.
The fucking 6 a.m. She's like, "You stock my cooler?" I was like, "Bitch."
I didn't do.
I gotta cut that, don't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh fuck. Oh man. Good job, y'all. That was a good show. Ooh, what we got? We didn't use that at all this time. Did we?
Good job.
There's a couple. Good job, Monroe. Good job. That was a good show without Rhino.
Yeah.
It was solid. Fuck him. Please come back.
Oh, no, no,
You did it. I'm not cutting that. Yeah, man. So that was a good show, everybody. Night shift. So what people are strange. Night shifters work more than you think they do. Night shifters do less than you think they do. That's
Pretty much, yeah.
That's pretty much what you need to fucking know. Everybody comes out late. Hey guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope you like the Lunchy Awards. Leave your comments and shit. Do you on Spotify, like that shit. And you can review it and leave the comments in there. We want to know how you felt about all those episodes. If you guys like that content, if you like what we're putting out, check us out on Instagram TikTok, Twitter. I guess we're on Twitter. I think since Elon bought it, and he didn't win any awards last week.
It's fine. He's going to fight for us.
He is going to fight for us.
Before we end the episode,
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really.
Do it.
On some boss shit.
Let's
really.
do it, yeah.
How hilarious is it that we live in a time where two billionaires were like, yeah, fuck it, let's fight.
I'm for it.
Yeah. I just don't think it's going to happen.
It has to happen.
I just don't think it's going to.
They're both training. They're both posting the social media crap. Everybody's training with like UFC training.
That's true.
Everything.
You know, fucking Jake Paul said he would put it on. Jake Paul, one of the Paul that promotes boxing, said he would put it on, right, and that they would make all kinds of money. I don't think that's the thing, though, right? They don't care about the money,
No.
right?
I
But
think they're just bored and have ran out of things to do.
They
Yeah.
need to assert their dominance.
well, it's just celebrity deathmatch.
It was
Real
literally
life.
something over like the Twitter and Threads thing, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Well,
fuck it, let's
so
fight.
it turned. It's weird. Like it's like the mullet, right? It started out as a joke,
Yeah.
right, and people done it satirically,
Yep.
and it
And now
it
it's a
got
real
so
thing.
satirical that it came out the other side, and it's real. I think this fight was so satirical and such a joke that it came out the other side, and now it's just real.
Yeah.
And if Mills Lane was alive, he would 100% have to referee it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's get it on.
I'm so excited for it. I don't care if it's pay-per-view. I don't care what amount I have
We're
to pay for it.
going.
We should do like a live like a watch through.
Ooh, there should be bets. Oh, we
Watch
fucking
party
will.
or whatever
Yeah,
the
we
fuck
should
it's
do
called.
that. We should definitely do a live watch party, and we'll watch the celebrity deathmatch fight.
Okay.
It's the boss battle. Ooh, it's an ultimate boss battle, isn't it? Who do you who you got?
You know, honestly, just from what I've seen, man, I think Zuckerberg's going to win. I want Elon Musk to
Fucking
win.
ripped,
But
bro.
then, like after I saw, like
Did
I
you
don't
see
know
him?
if you
I did.
like,
He's
the
ripped.
He's
Israel Adesanya pictures and
Yeah.
shit of them
Yeah.
training and everything.
That's what I seen.
I was like, oh, okay. He's actually out here. He might
Is
just-
Elon posting pics like that?
He's posting pics of him training, but
Because he's shaped like SpongeBob.
yeah. Well, that was his thing from the get go. He said his technique was the walrus, right? He's going to lay on him. But I mean, you know, maybe he just
See,
look. It looks like Zuckerberg bought his body out of stem cells. You know what I'm saying? So it might not even be real.
which is not out of the realm of possibility that he actually bought his body. That he fucking was just like, I need to be ripped in 48 hours. Here's $40 billion.
Captain America me now.
Man,
Yeah.
if you don't think you can do anything with money,
Look at
like if he was like, here's $40 billion, make me ripped by next week. I'd be like, all right, man, here's what you got to fucking do. Here's why I don't think it's real. I don't trust Elon, right? I think Mark would probably do it because he's pretty fucking serious, right?
He's serious because he's like not really human.
Elon is not serious.
He's
He
a
has
lizard-
no idea
he's a
what's going
lizard
on.
person.
He's different than, I think he's like in between a lizard person and a fucking
Oh,
like,
I was talking about Zuckerberg.
oh yeah, Zuckerberg's an alien
Yeah.
for sure. But I just don't think Elon will like. I don't think he's going to show.
If he does, it's going to be in like some really weird costume or some like really dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gonna, like,
Yeah,
It's going to be a robot that shows up for him.
can they do it by proxy?
Tesla bot.
This is like trial by combat and like invoke somebody else to fight for him.
My champion is Joe Rogan.
Yes. Can you pick Joe Rogan as your champion? What if he fucking chooses Joe Rogan as his champion? Oh my god. Joe Rogan fighting for Elon. And you know what? Not out of the realm of possibility.
I've never experienced anything that's
Who
been-
you taking that fight? Joe Rogan or fucking Mark
Yeah, Joe Rogan's
Zuckerberg?
been fucking people up for like 40 years.
Yeah.
100% Rogan. I've never seen anything that's more.
I'd pay to watch Joe Rogan fight somebody.
We live in a fucking simulation. This can't all be real.
Yeah, if you think about what we're fucking talking about, if you think about what we're talking about happening is live action celebrity deathmatch. I just hope one of them dies.
That would.
Why do I want that? I don't know. This seems terrible, but like, this seems terrible, but it seems like
He's
the
the ultimate winner.
I mean,
yeah. That's
Or
what
the
I'm
ultimate
saying.
loser.
Well, nah, depends on how you look at it. Well, you know, again, great show. That made it better. I'm so glad we got to talk about that.
sorry.
No, don't be sorry. We've been wanting to talk about that forever, just never found time to talk about it.
I just yell at people sometimes, like driving down the road. Did you know? Zuckerberg, we're gonna fight.
There's a Zuckerberg fight. I'm Team Mark. Team Zuck.
Man, I like Musk though. Man.
Yeah,
If I can give a percentage of my paycheck to him, make sure we colonize Mars before I die. Just get me off this fucking planet. That's all I care about.
That'd be impressive. I'd love for you to live on Mars.
Yeah, I pretty much do already.
That's definitely the end of the show. Hey, y'all don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, share everything. Appreciate y'all. Y'all got anything else?
We're good.
All right, hustlers, remember, there ain't nobody stopping you from quitting your job but you.